Bandits kill 8 Zamfara community guards. Cholera outbreak claims 11 lives, dozens hospitalized in Kano. Federal government issues fresh flood alert, says Jebba Dam currently spilling excess water. And away from Nigeria, Tunisia's Kais Saied wins landslide re-election. Hello and welcome to News Update on Trust Television. My name is Livian Ogazi. And now to the news. Bandits have killed 8 personnel of the Zamfara State Community Protection Guards. The deceased were killed in an ambush. The Community Protection Guards, also known as Askarawa in the Zamfara State Security Outfit, established by Governor Dauda Lawal to complement the effort of other security agencies in the state. The commander of the Community Protection Guards in the state, Brigadier General Mohammed Lawal, said on Monday that the personnel were ambushed at their checkpoint a few kilometers outskirts of Tsafe town, the headquarters of Tsafe local government area. He added that the personnel were deployed to the area due to the incessant abduction of travelers along the Gusau-Funtua highway, which has reduced drastically. Despite the incident, the commander reaffirmed the state government's commitment to getting rid of security threats in the state. Now joining us via phone is the Daily Trust regional editor Yushau Adamu as he speaks on the incident. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right, can you tell us more on the incident? Tell us more. What's happened so far? Give us an update, rather.
Yeah, this particular spot where these incidents took place is a known place where bandits used to attack. We have reported several cases of attack in this particular place because they used to cross from one side of the road to the other. The most attractive one they did early this year was when they laid ambush on police and attacked a checkpoint, killing 8 policemen on duty. So since then, there was no provision of another checkpoint. So they continue to do their activities unchecked there. Until recently, when the attack and kidnapping became rampant in Tsafe, then the Director General of the Community Protection Guards, General Lawal B. Muhammad, deployed 105 personnel of CPG, and they were stationed in different locations, including this particular spot. They stationed a patrol band there. So their presence there became a threat to the bandits. They no longer find it easy to cross from one side of the road to the other until on Monday they led ambush for these personnel. And when they came on Tuesday, that is today, in the morning for their usual duty, they opened fire at them and killing 8 of them. That is what exactly happened.
So has any arrest been made? What is the security agency they're saying about it? Has any arrest been made so far?
Well, based on my discussion with the DG CPG, there was no arrest. In fact, he even confirmed to me another attack that occurred after this particular one. He said he was on his way to Tsafe from Zaria when he arrived Magazu. Then he found so many vehicles there, and he was informed that the bandits were operating just a few meters away from Magazu. Therefore, he informed the military, and they deployed their people there. They engaged the bandits in gunfight. Unfortunately, the bandits injured 3 of them, including one that sustained critical injury on his jaw, and he is currently receiving medical treatment at Yerimambakura Specialist Hospital in Gusau.
So, based on what you're saying, that no arrest has been made, but rather more attacks have been recorded?
Of course.
So Have they launched a manhunt for the perpetrators? I mean, have they even made an attempt to launch a manhunt for the perpetrators to see that they are being...
Well, for now, this kind of things is not something that they can reveal, because as soon as they reveal it, then the bandits will take their own measures to escape their destiny.
All right, so how do the people of the community feel about this? What's the ambience like there? Have you been able to speak to any of them?
No, I was not able, because I was in far place from Tsafe, and in this kind of a situation, we don't normally used to go there as soon as this kind of attack took place.
All right, thank you very much there for giving us an update on the incident. We look forward to, linking up with you a lot more during the week to know what the update on it and if any arrest has been made so far.
Okay, thank you.
That was Yushawa Adamu, Daily Trust regional editor there, giving us an update on the incident. Now moving over to Kebbi State, where Governor Nasir Idris has expressed deep concern over recent kidnappings in the state, vowing that the government, in collaboration with security agencies, will do everything possible to rescue the district head and 9 others abducted in Dango, Wasagu local government area. In a statement issued by his chief press secretary, Ahmed Idris, the governor described the situation as unfortunate and assured the families of the abducted individuals that efforts to rescue them are underway. Governor Idris also called on residents to provide credible intelligence to assist security agencies in combating banditry. He emphasized that banditry has no place in Kebbi State and issued a stern warning for criminals to stay clear of the state. Seven persons have been confirmed dead and about a dozen others hospitalized following a suspected cholera outbreak in Kanye village of Cabo local government area of Kano State. The death from the outbreak is believed to be after drinking water from a polluted open well in the area by the people. The well was said to be contaminated following heavy downpours that busted a nearby pond which overwhelmed the well that has been the only water source for the community. It was gathered that the villagers had started noticing that some people who used water from the well had fallen sick. Chief Sanitation Officer in the area, Hafiz Ali Baba, who confirmed the cholera outbreak, noted that they have already directed the residents to stop using water from the suspected well. Motorists and commuters remain stranded. Now moving on to Gombe, where motorists and commuters remain stranded along the Lamu-de-Gombe road weeks after heavy rainfall severely damaged the expressway. The flooding, triggered by relentless downpours, has washed away large portion of the road, making the vital route impassable. The disruptions of this crucial highway raises serious concerns for the local economy, as it is a key artery for transporting goods and agricultural products between Adamawa, Gombe and Taraba states. Commuters are calling for urgent intervention to address the flooding and repair the damaged infrastructure. The federal government has issued a fresh warning to Nigeria regarding flooding in the country. A statement by the Director General of Nigerian Hydrological Services Agency, Umar Ibrahim Mohammed, informed that Jebba Dam is currently spilling excess water as regulated by Kanji Dam operators, who had kept 53 centimeters buffer until now to allow for any change in flow. Highlighting the agency's synergy with the authorities of the dams both nationally and internationally, he maintained that NHSA is committed to managing great river flooding incidences to foster socio-economic growth in Nigeria. Mohammed also revealed that the water level in the River Niger Basin has slowly receded since the beginning of October, and he called on Nigerians to continue to adhere to flood preparedness protocols, reaffirming the agency's commitment to overall flood management in Nigeria. As calls for more young Nigerians to venture into entrepreneurship continue to grow amid dwindling economy, a Kaduna-based shoemaker, Yusuf Mikael, has been telling Trust Television how he left his place of birth to start shoemaking business at Badarawa in Kaduna North local government area of the state. Trust TV's Bello Musa, who visited Mikaela at his shop, reports that before establishing his business to the point of success, Mikael had to go through challenging moments that almost made him give up, to the extent that he was becoming hopeless. This is a story of Yusuf Mikael, an indigene of Kano State in northwestern Nigeria, who is now a successful shoemaker living in Kaduna.
He defied all odds by leaving his parents, siblings and friends to an unfamiliar terrain, armed with the optimism of becoming a fulfilled shoemaker.
Gaskiya na koyi wannan sana'an a Kano ne, tana da can ne asalin mahaifana.
I learned shoemaking in my hometown Kano, but when I relocated to Kaduna and did not have start-up capital, I had to become a cobbler, going around the city repairing people's shoes. Then I later returned to shoemaking after sourcing for capital. To be honest, I went through difficult times while learning the trade. After closing from school, I would trek to the place where I was learning the trade because we were not getting money. Instead, we paid for apprenticeship, and I endured till I learned shoemaking. Mikael is one of the shoemakers in Kaduna metropolis, serving the needs of shoe enthusiasts due to his unique way of making designer shoes.
Alhamdulillah.
I am thankful to God because I would make 300 to 500 pairs of shoes within a month, and I display them here. In a day, I can make 15 pairs of shoes. He found his way to actualize his dreams as he is now excelling in the shoemaking business. I have recorded a certain level of success because I have bought a piece of land and I assist my parents, siblings and friends, and I have also taught about 10 youths how to make shoes, and they are excelling. The cost of materials is affecting the business, hence the patronage is low. For instance, we used to buy gum at the rate of 2,000 naira, but now it is sold at the rate of 16,500. The one we once bought at 24,000 is now sold at the rate of 53,000 naira. His dream now is to become an exporter of Nigerian-made shoe to other parts of the world. Mikael enjoined youths to see his story of tenacity as an encouragement to venture into entrepreneurship, which will help address the burden of unemployment and youth restiveness. Bello Musa, Trust TV News Kaduna.
The National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NACON, has stated that the federal government will not subsidize Hajj payments for pilgrims in 2025. A statement by the spokesperson of the Commission, Fatima Sanda Usair, said for the 2025 Hajj, there will be no concessionary exchange rate from the government for Hajj fare payments for pilgrims, whether under state or private Hajj operators. This means that if the Naira maintains its current rate of 1,650 Naira to a dollar, each intending pilgrim will pay almost 10 million Naira for Hajj fare, as pilgrims pay at least $6,000. While NACON is yet to announce the Hajj fare for the 2025 Hajj, State Pilgrims Welfare Board have already begun asking intending pilgrims to pay 8.5 million Naira as initial deposit pending the announcement of the Hajj fare. The statement also announced a refund of 64,882 Saudi Riyal to every Nigerian pilgrim that participated in the 2023 Hajj. The newly elected chairman of Ikwere local government, Israel Abosi, has taken over the council secretariat in Isiokpo. The takeover comes less than 24 hours after the secretariat was burned by arsonists on Monday. On Tuesday morning, Abosi was accompanied by his deputy, the newly elected councillors, and a crowd of supporters, including some vigilante members who were brandishing guns and firing gunshots in the air. They were chanting solidarity songs and daring their political opponents to come to the council secretariat. Both Ikwere and Imuaha local government council secretariats were set ablaze on Monday, following the withdrawal of police officers securing the 23 council secretariats by the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Igbetukun. President Tinubu later ordered the Nigerian Police Force to ensure security is provided for the 23 local government secretariats. This is news updates coming to you from Trust Television. Coming up, we will be looking at how the recent crackdown by Hizbah in Kano sparks debate on gambling. This and more after the break. Do stay. You are welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is news updates coming to you from Trust Television. Let's take a look at our headline stories again. Bandits kill 8 Zamfara community guards. Cholera outbreak claims 7 lives, dozens hospitalized in Kano. Now moving on to other stories. The recent crackdown on sports betting by the Kano State Hizbah Corps has garnered praise from some, aligning the belief that gambling is immoral. However, operators argue that sports betting is a legitimate form of entertainment and a potential source of income. These opposing views have sparked ongoing debates across the state. Trust TV's Abdulaziz Ibrahim has more.
The Kano State Hizbah Corps has intensified its crackdown on sports betting in the state, deeming it immoral and contrary to Sharia law. The Hizbah series of reported raids in Minjibir and Badawa area left betting shop operators feeling they are unjustly targeted.
There is license for this sport bets now. If we even have the license here, you can even see it here. For what? We place it here, so we don't need to even answer this question. We have the license here. So it's guaranteed that we can operate this thing because we have the license.
It's a normal business, not only in Kano State, other states and in Nigeria as a whole. So me, I don't see it as if it's a crime because since all licenses are all intact, so I don't see it as a crime here in Nigeria.
Some Kano residents who support Hizbah stance view it as a necessary moral imperative amid Nigeria's deepening economic crisis.
Very vivid and clear that it is haram in Islamic perspective. It makes someone to be redundant. So someone will just be sitting down and then will depend on that act. One will be redundant, and then in essence, poverty will come in.
Abu da ke faruwa wanda hukumar Hizbah take rarrafe gidan caca.
Closing these betting shops by Hizbah, to me it is something that is commendable because we know how these places where betting is done actually promote immorality and so many things that we are trying to save our children from. Legal practitioner Ali Jamilu offers more insight on the expected modus operandi of the Hizbah Corps.
People used to say it is a state police, Sharia police, Sharia police. It's not Sharia police. It is only a creation of Kano State law, or State Assembly, that fights immorality. So it is not in conflict with the Nigerian police, even by the law. The law gives them power to make an arrest when it finds that someone is doing something against the tenets of the law. But they should quickly hand him over to the relevant authorities, which is the relevant authority, the police. You understand? Or any other security agent that is empowered to do so.
On the argument that having obtained proper licenses from the National Lottery Commission, the betting operators can operate without interference, Jamilu has this to say.
It is the responsibility of the president through the commission to grant license to anybody that intends to gamble in the country, anywhere in the country. So they cannot just pounce on the betting houses and just lock them when they have not been proved to be criminal hideouts or suspected to have been doing something that is illegal. Because I believe all these betting houses have been registered and have been granted license by the National Lottery Commission.
When contacted, the Hizbah Commission indicated that they are in discussions with the National Lottery Commission and will issue a statement in the coming days. According to a recent report, an estimated 60 million Nigerians gamble daily. Abdulaziz Ibrahim, Trust TV News.
And now in business, the Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC) says it will sanction Starlink over a tariff hike. Starlink increased its monthly subscription fee from 38,000 naira to 75,000 naira. It also said new users will get a higher cost for the kit, which was previously priced at 440,000 naira, but will now go for 590,000 naira. It said the hike affects new and existing customers, but the NCC Director of Public Affairs, Ruben Moka, said the decision by Starlink to unilaterally review its subscription packages upward did not receive the approval of the Nigerian Communications Commission. According to the NCC, Starlink jumped the gun by announcing the price changes. And now away from Nigeria, President Kais Saied achieved a decisive victory in Tunisia's election on Monday, solidifying his hold on power following a first term marked by the imprisonment of opponents and significant changes to the country's institutions that expanded his authority. According to the head of the Independent High Authority for Elections, Farouk Bouskar, the voter turnout was recorded at 28.8% with 2.8 million votes cast from a total of 9.8 million eligible voters. The authority also stated the side received 90.7% of the votes just one day after exit polls suggested he had a considerable lead in the North African country. Known as the origin of the Arab Spring more than a decade ago, businessman Ayachi Zamel, the nearest competitor, garnered 7.4% of the vote despite spending most of the campaign in prison due to various sentences for election-related offenses. Opposition parties choose to boycott the election, labeling it as a farce amid Tunisia's worsening political situation and increasing authoritarianism. And in sports, football legend Andres Iniesta has officially confirmed his retirement from professional football, bringing an end to an illustrious career that spanned over 2 decades. Iniesta, revered as one of the greatest midfielders in the history of sport, leaves behind an extraordinary legacy, having amassed a collection of some of the most coveted trophies in football. Over his career, Iniesta played for 3 clubs: Barcelona, Vissel Kobe in Japan, and Emirates Club in the UAE. At Barcelona, he made 442 league appearances and scored 35 goals between 2002 and 2018. With that, we've come to the end of News Updates here on Trust TV. Do well to follow us across all our social media platforms for more news, more programs, and more documentaries. Thank you for watching. My name is Lilian Ogazi. Bye for now.